Hi, and welcome to the Mindset of the CEO series. So this is the first of a series of videos, and it's geared towards addressing the mindset, skill set, and tool sets you need to get positive momentum to achieving your financial goals. In other words, we want to equip you with what you need for your transition from where you are to where you want to go. So let me first start by saying that if you aren't ambitious, if you don't have desires to progress, to grow, to transition from where you are, move the needle in your finances, your knowledge about finances, and get to another destination, reach some financial goals, then you might want to go into another area of social media that's going to be entertaining. This is educational, and I don't want you to waste your time. So I want you to know what you're here for. So if you're here to learn and grow and get some tools, then you're in the right place. So the series, again, is designed to focus on mindset, skill set, and tool sets needed to help you with your transition from where you are now to point A to a point B. Now, a very important element of that transition is belief or certainty. And as I take you through the success cycle, I'm going to gloss over it, but give you enough information to see how applicable it is and how important it is. But belief and certainty is essential ingredients, and not just when we're talking about your finances and money, but in all areas of your life. Then when you transition from belief to principles, the how-to, you've heard people say success leaves clues. Well, they absolutely do. And when it comes to finance and money, a lot of the clues are principle-based. When it comes to capitalism, when it comes to building wealth, there's some specific principles that you need to have working in your life, working in your business, working in your finances to assist you in reaching your financial goals. And why? Because those that have already reached some of those areas that you're trying to get to apply these principles. Then there's the how-to, the skill set. Well, just like any area of your life, it's going to require you to learn some things that you might not have already known before. And so when it comes to finance and money, we're talking financial literacy. So we're going to go to some basics to some more complex areas or terminologies and strategies with respect to financial literacy. Then there's support. In other words, you can't run this race by yourself. So you need to look at who's in your circle. You need to look at mentors. You need to look at coaches, professional development, mentoring groups, software, automation, all those things that will assist you in this transition from point A to point B. Now, behind me here, you're going to see the success cycle. And this cycle of success is applicable, like I said, in all areas of your life, but it stems from here. It stems from belief. And from belief, this success cycle actually goes in a clockwise motion. So I'll draw these arrows, and then I'll explain the process. But belief is a very important part of it because, think about it. Let's talk about potential. Would you say that most humans reach their full potential? No. But the potential of most humans is unlimited. The things that we're able to do. Think about the 4-minute mile. It was unheard of. People didn't have in their spirit to run a mile in 4 minutes or less. Until one person did it. Then suddenly that fortified their belief system. And then they had the courage. They had the vision. They had the tenacity to then run a mile sub 4 minutes. So now, let's talk about belief. If your belief system is low, it impacts how much of your potential you tap into. Have you ever said, I'll try to make it? If you're trying to make it, are you tapped into your full potential? Are you all in? Are you going to give it all you have? No. As a result, it's going to impact your actions. So how much your potential you tap into impacts how much action you take. The amount of action you take, the ferocity of it, the tenacity of it, the belief, the all-in of your actions, effectiveness of your actions determine the results. So, let's say you want to run 5 miles. You've never run 5 miles before. You could say, I'm going to try to run 5 miles. You're going to suit up, you're going to get on the track or the route, and you're going to kind of get started. Never did 5 before, don't know if you can do it, didn't train for it. Your efforts you go into running those 5 miles, in other words, the action you take isn't going to be all in. Isn't going to be, I got this, no problem. So as a result, your actions are going to reflect that, which gives you results that are lackluster, which reinforces that belief for certain you had to begin. You weren't very certain you can complete those 5 miles. You didn't really know you could do it. But on the other hand, if you've been crushing 5 miles like it's nothing, you're doing cross country, and you say, well, today I'm going to run 5 miles. You already know you can do it. Your belief system is 100% all in. Let me go crush it and do it faster than I did it last time. As a result of the action you take, your results are going to be positive. Those positive results are going to reinforce that certainty, that belief you already have in your capabilities. Thus, you tapped in to so much more of your potential. And that's how this cycle goes. But it stems with belief. So now, without belaboring it and going through exercises we go through in our mastermind, there's 3 beliefs that I believe you need to have in place in order for this cycle to work in your best benefit when it comes to finance and money, and really any goals. But we're talking about finance and money. You first must believe that the goal that you're trying to achieve, that it exists. You must believe that it exists. There are people making $10,000 a month in your industry online, or whatever your business is, $20,000 a month, $100,000 a month. Whatever it is, your belief system needs to be in place that in your mind, in your heart, you know that that goal exists. Second, you must believe that you'll achieve it. That you will achieve the goal. Not only does the goal exist, you will achieve it. Now, once those 2 beliefs are in place, then the only thing left is you must believe that it will be worth it. It's not going to be easy, but it's doable. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. But ultimately, it exists. Ultimately, you're going to achieve it. Blood, sweat, tears, time, sacrifice. It'll all be worth it. And I assure you, there will be some sacrifice. See, if you're not willing to sacrifice for your goal, to achieve your goal is what will be sacrificed. So the belief system, goal exists, you'll achieve it, and it'll be worth it. If you can wrap your head around these 3 pieces, no matter what it is that you're setting out to achieve, when you're doing your goal setting, and they say you want your goal to be realistic. Realistic doesn't mean easy. Realistic can be super, super tough, but in your heart you believe that goal is achievable. And not only is it achievable that it exists, that you will achieve it, and lastly, it'll all be worth it. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be some late hours, watching some videos instead of watching Netflix, but it will be all worth it. So, again, I want you to understand this cycle, and the most important part of that cycle is right here, is belief. Once we wrap our heads around belief, once our mindset is towards understanding the significance of belief, believing in ourselves, believing that we can accomplish those things that we want to do. Now, future videos in this series, and probably the next video, we're going to start talking about economy. In fact, the next video in this series, we're going to talk significantly about economies. You know, there's a world economy. The U.S. has an economy. Your state and local government has an economy. Your city has an economy. But none of those economies are as important as the economy that you're the CEO of, and that's your economy, your finances, your household finances, your business's economy. Those other ones is none of your business. But we're going to deep dive into the importance of understanding that you are the CEO of your economy. So I hope you got some value out of this. It gave some things to think about. And we'll dive a little more deeper into mindset and some tools that can help you with that. No matter where you're watching this video at, I think a pathway to always get to my newest information, my freshest information, my support tools is follow me on Instagram at MiamiTC. So if you follow me on Instagram at MiamiTC, there'll be links to all of my latest videos, all those things, okay? So I want to thank you for taking time out to watch this video. My video series, I'm going to keep it pretty short like this. Some of them may go into more detail, but I want you to understand this success cycle here and how it fits into your transition from A to B, okay? And again, remember, belief. We're going to deep dive into principles, absolutely into financial literacy, then lit, and then support. All right? So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.